Meanwhile, warn of chaos. President Biden giving a primetime address to criticize the highest court in the land after they refused to rubber stamp the DOJ's prosecution of Trump. Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee joins us now to weigh in. Governor, good to see you. Okay, so if we're talking about real threats to democracy, or I would say our constitutional republic, isn't Biden's tantrum on the Supreme Court Exhibit A for that?
It truly is, Brian. It was a remarkable speech that he gave last night. Of course, he didn't answer any questions, but it was apparent that he had not read the court opinion. It's also apparent that he hadn't thought about it for himself. If there's no presidential immunity for official actions, when he leaves office, some ambitious Republican prosecutor, maybe in Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee, might decide, let's go after Biden for opening the borders and allowing people to be murdered and raped and all kinds of nefarious things taking place because his actions as president is what caused it. He should be thanking the Supreme Court, not criticizing him. And so much of what he said was just totally off base. The idea that there is no restriction now, he's like a king. Well, that's nonsense. If he'd read the opinion, they made it very clear that a president still has responsibility, especially for those things that are done on his own personal activity. And the fact is, if there is a president who gets out of line, you know what? The Constitution had this brilliant idea. It's called impeachment. You can impeach a president, try him in the Senate, and remove him.
It's interesting, switching gears a little bit. Gavin Newsom is a name that's being thrown around as, some are saying maybe a potential replacement for Biden. But I'm curious, from the Trump camp, isn't Biden the easiest candidate to beat?
Of the names they put out there, I think all of them are pretty easy. Do you want America to look like California with the homelessness and crime? I don't think so. Kamala Harris has numbers that are worse than Joe Biden's. If Biden, for some reason, pulls out, because of the way the Democrat Party has structured its process, the only person who can inherit the $200 million plus campaign fund is Kamala Harris. It'd be real hard for them to take her off the ticket, especially as they boast about being the party of DEI. And finally, they somehow say, well, we're going to get rid of the white guy, but we're also going to get rid of the Asian black female first ever in the vice presidency and not let her be the nominee either. I mean, that's going to be hard to explain.
Right. Yeah, Governor Huckabee, there was a New York Post opinion piece that caught my attention saying actually there was only one replacement ticket that would even be viable in the current circumstances that we're in, and it would be Whitmer or Warnock, because you would check off three key factors. They're young enough, they're liberal enough, and they're diverse enough. I'm curious to get your take on that, because I don't necessarily see that being a winning ticket either.
I don't see it either. The only thing they can bring to the table is they'd have matching luggage tags with the same last letter starting their names. Other than that, I'm not sure what benefit there is. And when they say they're young enough, they're liberal enough, it reminds me of the old Saturday Night Live Al Franken skit, where he was good enough, and by gosh, people like me. Well, I don't think that they're that well liked. I mean, I'm just thinking, if this is their best alternative, Mr. President Donald Trump, go ahead and plan your inauguration.
Stuart Smalley for president isn't going to work. I think that's what I hear you saying, Governor. Good stuff. Yeah. Good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks.